Good evening, YouTube. This is Batman, and I am here to answer your questions. Our first questions are, of course, from Gabriel Nunes. 1. Is it true that Joker did not like Kamikaze because of his FNAF vid, Batman? According to Kamikaze on the stream highlight vid, he said Joker thought it was retarded. That is the reason Joker one day, during one of his evil plots, decided to look up YouTube videos for strategies on how to beat Five Nights at Freddy's when he got distracted by glitches. Unfortunately, he figured out that the video was fake and thought it was retarded. But don't worry, Joker is in a safe place now. 2. How did you become a fan of Kamikaze Games? From the Hard Times series. I really like the part where he plays as Bruce Willis and starts beating people up. And that's probably the best part. Where did you put Joker after you defeated him? He is in a top secret prison in outer space. I can't give you the location, because if I did, it would jeopardize the human race. It's over there somewhere, in that general area. East. And then you go up, and then, like, a lot far into space. But that's all I can tell you. I'm Batman. Batman, what is your take on the Kurt Busch suspension from months ago? Kurt Busch was my favorite driver from 2002. Then I stopped being a fan, and then he won a championship. So I guess it's a good thing to have Batman as a fan, and then not have Batman as a fan. Unfortunately, his suspension was clearly unnecessary. I fought some pretty bad villains in my time, but Patricia Disrow is one of the worst. The crappy 2015 package. Well, it wouldn't be so bad if like a slow car got like the lead and then the clean air. Like if a slower car got the lead, like Trevor Bayne or something, and he kept the lead for like 5 laps and started pulling away, you know, then people would start catching up and then it would be competition. But that's not how it works. The low drag package. It gets a bat thumb. High drag package. It gets a negative bat thumb. And NASCAR's inconsistency. It is appalling. I'm getting another radio transmission. This time it's from Catwoman. Catwoman has decided to aid me in locating Kamikaze Games. I must go. First of all, yep, it is me. Okay, and all that stuff. But I have bad news. Batman was seriously injured protecting me from the Penguin. I shouldn't have to make him do this. Batman doesn't need to protect me all the time. I need to learn to protect myself. But that's a story for a different day. In any case, Batman is going to be in the hospital for a while, so we probably won't see him again for a while. It's unfortunate, I know, but in his honor, we're going to finish doing these questions. Which Judas Priest album is better, Screaming for Vengeance or Defenders of the Faith? That's a tough one. I wish it said Painkiller, because it would be Painkiller all the way for me, but Screaming for Vengeance or Defenders of the Faith? Ooh. I think all the way through Defenders of the Faith is the better album, but You've Got Another Thing Coming is one of the first songs that I heard by Judas Priest, so I'm going with Screaming for Vengeance. Batman, what's your favorite cartoon you've starred in? I haven't asked him for a while, but a few years ago, Batman told me he really liked the animated series. I also really like the animated series, but, you know, Justice League was good too. He was great in Justice League. What's your favorite Leonard Skinner song? Mine is Freebird. Freebird is tough to top. That was my favorite song for like my favorite song ever for like a good 3 years. But now like Gimme 3 Steps is so groovy. It's so groovy. I love it. I love it. It's good shit. And Simple Man is also quite nice. I actually heard the Shinedown version of that first. I don't know how Simple Man passed me by for so many years. I mean, I had all but one Skynyrd album at one point. What's your favorite Twisted Metal game? I want to say 4. Don't hate me, but I want to say 4. Because the original is fantastic, but I suck at it. 4 is... 4 has Rob Zombie as a playable character. I mean, that's like Game of the Century material right there. Rob Zombie as a playable character. And the PS3 game was really good too. That one was also difficult. I had troubles in that game at some point. So yeah. I'm gonna say 4. Do you watch Classic Game Room? I think I watched that once. I don't know. I already have too many subscriptions to juggle. That's the word I was looking for. Too many subscriptions. And keep it at a consistent 69 at all times, just because I'm disgusting like that. And Classic Game Room, watched it once. Who's your favorite NASCAR commentator of all time? Benny Parsons. Would you ever try iRacing? I would if I wasn't a poor college student. I would definitely do iRacing. Maybe I will once I get a few more dollars every month from AdSense, but not now. What's your favorite Van Halen album? Mine is their debut album. Yeah, I agree with that. And for the next question, what is your favorite Van Halen song? Panama. Please read this. Kamikaze, I just wanted to say thank you for all the great videos and all the fan interaction. Also, thanks for giving me a shout out on Twitter. You know when I plus one all your videos. I was bored. Thank you again, Kamikaze. No, thank you for being awesome viewers. I know I have a high subscriber number, but I don't have that high of a viewer number. And the people I do watch, they are awesome. And I cannot understate that. There is no contest. That's just awesome. I don't know what else to say. I can't explain it any other way. It's too awesome. It's just amazing. I'm so thankful. JJ48 fan or JJ fan 48 asks, sorry. I'm sorry if you've answered this already, but what is your college major? Currently, it's Bachelor of Science in Computer Science. Probably going to change to Bachelor of Science in Computer Technology, just because it has less math classes. Because the degree that I'm going for now would be to write programs, and computer technology is to run programs. I think I want to do running programs more. I think I get a little overwhelmed trying to write them myself, but I am probably going to be information tech or computer technology, currently computer science. JG24 Games asks, are you happy that Martin Truex Jr. will be running Camrys next year? And Truex should get engines from JGR. Dang, they're fast. I was hesitant at first when I heard it. I'm thinking, they're doing so good now. They barely got any funding at all. They don't have sponsors. They're doing so good now. Why change it? And then I start thinking, and at the start of the year pretty much, and that was when the Toyotas were slow, and it was the Kevin Harvick and Jimmy Johnson, so like around Dover and all that, when all this started coming out. And I was thinking, I don't know about that. But now that JGR is just on top of the universe, I'm thinking, okay, maybe there's an argument to be made, But hopefully they have sponsors. That's what I want. I don't give a damn what manufacturer they run. I hope they fucking get sponsors. That's what I want. How is Kamikaze Games doing at college? I don't know how to check my grades. I might get back to you on the next comments video as far as grades go. Bad? Yes. It's not terrible. I mean, I have no roommates, so that's nice. Having this area to myself to just, you know, hey, be as loud as possible without anyone caring. Yeah, empty bed. You can't do anything about my fucking loudness, bitch. You know? It's nice to be able to record as much as I want. I mean, I brought my guitar up. What else do I have? What else did I bring up? Actually, I think that's about it. My desktop computer, if you can see it barely there. I didn't bring it up originally because I thought there wouldn't be enough room, but now I do have some room over there. Yeah. But yeah, overall, it's school, you know. But when it's not school, it's like I'll just come here, sleep half the day. The free food's nice. We got the meal plan, so I already paid like $1,500 for meals, so now I can eat whenever the fuck I want, and I can have as much as I want, no limits. It's good shit. It's good shit. Back to Gabriel News once again. What is your favorite type of FNAF comment? Mine is retarded. JJ48 fans is fact piece of shit. What is yours? I love retarded too. Retarded is like my favorite because whenever I see it, I see someone Y-O-U-R, you're retarded, and I just sit there like, you're so... I recently commented towards someone, you are a human amalgamation of pure irony. And some people got it. Oh. I got a text. Yay me. Yeah, retarded is so much fun. But then sometimes you get the one with like the caps lock. And it's like, wow, this is fake. Don't try it, guys. Oh my god, it's so fake. Ah. And I think they're so smart. It's like, oh my god, I cracked fucking... I found the lost city of gold. I cracked, who was the mathematician who was doing a theorem and then died? He was figuring shit out. Fucking uber detective going on over there. Retarded is my favorite. Do you believe that the 2015 Auto Club 400 had a phantom cut? I don't even know what the fuck would cause that. Do you believe that the 2015... Shut the fuck up! Come over there and I'm gonna slit your fucking throat, desk. The desk is fucking mocking my ass. I don't think you can hear this shit, but I fucking can. Do you believe that the 2015 Auto Club 400 had phantom debris in the first caution? I was at that race, it's my home track, and they said, turn 4 and I saw 0 debris. Still believe to this day they wanted Curtis not to win. I agree with that. They did not want Curtis to win. That whole situation, like, they hadn't had, like, the evidence coming out that bitch was doing shady shit with the money that she was getting from her charities. And they still thought, you know, like, he probably should not be here, and social justice warriors are going to hate NASCAR and slander it. I mean, it's okay, NASCAR. I will slander it as much as I can, and I actually like NASCAR, and I will slander it to the fucking bottom of the earth. You know, you don't need social justice warriors for that. You got me. You got me, NASCAR. Yeah, that was bullshit. Bullshit. They did not want Curtis to win. What was your reaction when Bitch resigned from the Armed Forces Federation? Karma? I kind of explained that just there in the previous one. Yeah. Ha, bitch. And then Kurt Busch got engaged. That is the best. Bitch's life is falling apart, and Kurt Busch is on top of the world again. You know, it all worked out in the end. I guess, it was a happy ending. It was a happy ending. Roblox account name, Skid Row Ear KG. That's also the original name for my channel. Because Kamikaze Games was already taken, so there's a faker out there somewhere. Do not trust Kamikaze Games. I am Skid Row Ear KG. If you can't make decisions for Morgan Freeman, since you said it's up to him if he wants to guest narrate the next Tails and Kenny's episode, then how did you get him to narrate Tails Back in Diapers? Well, originally I was going to do that as part of blind fanfiction reading. The problem is that it was not a blind fanfiction reading. I had already read through the first chapter in the past, and then rediscovered it like last month. And I wanted to redo that again, but only in blind fanfiction reading. But it didn't feel right. It felt like lying to do it like that. So I called up Morgan Freeman, and he was talking recently. He wanted to be a guest on my channel. I was like, hey, why don't you record this? And he was like, what are you talking about, Kamikaze? This is the dumbest fucking shit that I've ever read in my life. Why do I have to narrate this? And I told him, well, you wanted to be on the channel, and this is something I'm thinking here. And like, people are going to like it if you do. And Morgan Freeman was like, I know. Everything that I do is loved by millions worldwide. Someday, Kamikaze, you will feel this same feeling that I get. And I said, if Morgan Freeman says so, then it is so. So if I haven't talked to Morgan Freeman since recording the previous part. He was kind of mentally scarred by the events in that fanfiction. What is the deal with Viacom to your channel? On your Sonic Fantard channel. I got my original Max and Ruby YouTube poop removed, got a copyright strike. 6 months later, everything was fine, and then like 1 month later, I got the Texas Chainsaw Massacre taken down, and then like 2 days after that, I got the second Max and Ruby YouTube poop taken down. And now, that was in March. So that's 2 copyright strikes, which means they don't expire until next March. That's a whole year of 2 copyright strikes. And with copyright strikes, you can't post videos more than 15 minutes or do custom thumbnails. You can't even have private videos. I mean, what the fuck is even the point? You just make a different channel at that point, but yeah, so they're being douchebags, and I have like Oswald YouTube poops on there. I swear I have something else by Nick on there. I'm sure they'll find something to take down and destroy Sonic Fantard forever. But I have all the Tales Furry Bomb Adventures downloaded and on this hard drive, so if that channel does get taken down, I can re-upload all of those, and everything will be okay. Yeah. Can you try and guess which town I live in since you gave away yours? Hints: north of San Diego in Mexico, and where Legoland, California is. I know this. Is it El Cajun? Is it El Cajun? I swear it's El Cajun. I just got a stinging feeling. It's gotta be El Cajun. That's my guess. I'm sorry if I'm wrong. Just noticed another comment by JGFan48. When are you going to get a next-gen console, and what games would you get first? Once again, a little bit more ad revenue, or if I do get a job here. There's 2 places I'm going to be looking here in the next week, maybe if I have that much ambition. But once I get a bit more money, a bit more of an expendable income. I have 0 income besides AdSense right now, and that only comes in monthly. I mean, I have enough money to buy all the next-gen consoles right now, but that wouldn't help if I wanted to keep going to college, so no, sir. No next-gen consoles for me yet. So I would say, if I ever do, it would be within the year. Because I'm going to be playing Fallout 4 day one, but that's going to be on PC. So yeah. As for which games, whatever's out then. Like, the only game that I really wanted on next gen right now besides Fallout 4 was Mad Max. And I've been watching Dan's News play that. And you know, I kind of want to play it for myself still, but at the same time, it's a bit expensive. I mean, once that drops down maybe like $20 to $40, I might buy it then. Probably not, but... I've always been a Gran Turismo player, but I really want to try out Forza 6. That'd be pretty darn neat. Also, pumped for WWE 2K16, so there's a thing. Yeah, those are about the games that I would get now. And our last question will be, since I already answered that one, what did you think of Truex? Oh, my fucking phone went off. You heard that. That was right next to the microphone that time. What did you think of Truex before Spingate? Let's go back to the beginning. It was about 2007 when I really started noticing him. He got, I think, a few good qualifying runs, and it went sour halfway through the race. And then he won, and I was like, oh, hey. This was back when I was really into the preview and press guides that they'd release every year, and I'd always buy it brand new. And I look through and I look up the stats of mostly Mark Martin, but then I look up tracks and who won, and I just love that little book. But it's by no means little, but I think they stopped doing it. I got the 2013 preview and press guide, and I don't think there's a 2015, 14, 15, or 16. I got mad at him in 2009 at Talladega when Mark Martin flipped. I felt he could have controlled his car better in that situation, and if it weren't for his dumbness, it would have been, Mark Martin would have been fine. And that's what basically ended his championship run, and I'm like, 2009 just killed me. I mean, it was just like the thickest era of the Jimmy Johnson domination. I mean, he was coming up on making history, 4 straight championships. And who better than Mark Martin, my favorite driver of all time, to be the one to stop this dark age of NASCAR history? And then that shit happens. I mean... And I mean... yeah... That took me about a year to get over, and then I was like, okay, Truex, whatever. And then I went to MWR, and I was like, okay, I like the design of this car. Truex is okay. And then there was that time when he kept getting all these top 5 finishes but not wins. And I was like, oh man, is Martin Truex finally going to get a win? And then he lost the race, and I'd be like, huh. The same thing was happening to Jeff Gordon there for a while. He'd always start doing good in races, and then it would go away at the end, and then he wouldn't win, and then he had like a winless streak going on, and it was like, ha. And the same thing happened to Martin Truex Jr. But then he did win in 2013 at Sonoma, and I was like, okay, it's okay. Whatever. And then Spingate happened, and everything changed. So that is our final question, it appears. We got a first, we got a nope fat ass, and we got a defuck. A defuke. Okay, yeah. So, this has been another Q&A, kind of? I've been recording for the past half an hour. Just letting you know that. So, I will see you in the next one. Hats off to, I don't know what just happened, but the video just stopped. Bye. 2015, Judas Priest, Morgan Freeman, Batman. 9,000.